I am Mishri Patel and welcome back to my channel. It's SC108. Today we are diving into a topic that's crucial for anyone involved in software development, that is, maintenance cost. Did you know that maintaining software can actually cost more than building it? That's right. We are talking about everything from bug fixing to adding new features and updating to user feedback. Let's break it down and find out why these ongoing costs are so high. Ready? Let's get started then. The first question is cost implementations of software development. So, you know that it is always more for maintenance than in developing. So, the key aspects of software cost estimation are human resources, time, financial resources, technical resources, and risk factors. Now, how one person can estimate the cost before building actual project? So there are different aspects. Let's discuss that. First, work breakdown structure, WBS. Dividing the project into smaller tasks to estimate the resources required for each of them. Second, functional point analysis. Estimating based on the number of functions the software will perform. Third, COCOMO model, that is constructive cost model, a model which is used to estimate the effort and resources based on project size and complexity. 4. PERT, it is program evaluation review task. It uses probability to estimate time and resources by identifying optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely timelines. Software development is equal to development plus maintenance, that is evaluation of software. Quicker development is not always preferable, mind it. Now let's dive into another topic, that is, what is the difference between the maintenance cost and the development cost actually? So, the total cost of ownership, TCO, encompasses both maintenance and development. However, while development is a one-time process, but software maintenance is ongoing for all software types. So it is like it's an ongoing process like our lives actually. Now, what is the economic and management aspects for cost maintenance? So the first one in this is the complexity of the software system. That is, any software system with high complexity will require more effort and resources to maintain, right? So it is one of the aspects to consider. Another is the size of the software system. So while the size of the software system is huge, obviously it will require more efforts from in-person and resources to need for maintenance of the software. Then is the number of users. So if there are more users for a software system, then the software system will require more effort. Then is the software system rate of change. The more frequently the software system changes, the more effortful and resourceful it will when it comes to maintaining the system, right? Another thing is availability of personnel. The personnel available for the operation should possess the skills and experience in maintaining the software system, which might increase its cost. Then comes the tools and technologies which are used for developing it. So it is another cost driver. Perhaps the tools and technologies used for maintenance, such as automated testing and configuration management, also increases the cost of the system. Then is the maintenance plan. A clearly identified and specified maintenance plan will therefore cut down the cost by facilitating proper resources utilization. Then comes the age of the software system. The older the system, the more possibility it will need more effort because the technology used is obsolete, that is, legacy softwares. Then comes the type of maintenance applied. So the type of maintenance which is applied, for example, corrective maintenance may be cheaper as compared to perfective maintenance. We will discuss what is corrective and perfective in the next slide. You can wait for some time for that. But then comes allocation. Cost in relation to system, location, and labor available in the area may affect the cost in maintaining it. So these all are the economic and managemental aspects which are required, which can be noted. Then comes, why is it so important for managing the cost? So cost management is the key component in software development, enabling one to give some guarantee that it will be available to deliver project on time and within budget. It gives assurance that the final product will meet the goals of the business and add values to the end user. It is important. For example, if we are going to buy something, we always see the cost first. It's the same thing with the users and with the project makers, that is developers and the customers as well. So they will see the cost first and they will give a budget for us to which we require to maintain. So it is always important to maintain the cost, right? Then comes why maintenance cost can be more expensive than initial development. So as initial development is a one-time process, so maintenance cost may be higher compared to the initial development due to continuous bug fixing, the updates which are given by the customer, adaptation to new environment, and evolving users. These activities are unceasing, unplanned, and require more effort in comparison with one-time development during a lifetime of software. Then comes, what are the types of maintenance costs? So there are three: corrective, adaptive, and perfective. Let's discuss one after the other. What is corrective maintenance cost? So corrective maintenance refers to the process of locating and rectifying defects or bugs after deployment. These defects may range from minor glitches to faults affecting significant functionality. So, this maintenance cost arises after the project is delivered to the customer. That what are the faults and what are the bugs which are required to be corrected. So, for correcting them, the cost which is required is corrective. Then, what is adaptive cost? Adaptive maintenance is the process of adapting the software to an ever-changing external environment. Certain changes may pertain to the area of operating system, hardware upgrades, and change in the regularity of environment. So it is a type of cost which is, suppose a project is made in India and then the customer wants to transfer the project to America. So it's the cost which is required to adapt the hardware devices and the operating system to the American environment. So that is the cost which is known as adaptive. Then comes the perfective maintenance cost. Perfective maintenance cost refers to enhancing the performance, usability, and functionality of the software through users' feedback and evolving needs. It polishes the refinement of software to meet users' expectations. So, for example, there is a software of suppose a class or a school or a college. So, it needs to be perfect every 5 to 6 years, I guess, because the users will find it boring seeing the same infrastructure of the software, that is the UI. So, some software needs to be adapted or change after a time interval. So the cost which is required for that, it is called perfective maintenance cost. This is all for today. Thank you so much for listening me this patiently. In this next video, we will be discussing some topics about what are the challenges which are faced by software engineers. Once again, thank you again. Thanks.